Oh man, that breaks my heart. Oh man, that sucks.
Are you seriously worried about her voice? No. What about her memories? What about her memories? Oh my god.
We might be building a new movie theater. And well, nobody really watches movie theaters anymore. I don't think a lot of people.
Hey, what's up guys? This is Brian at Whisper Status 74. Welcome to the community, welcome to the channel. If this is the first time you were seeing me, please consider liking and subscribing. We are real tech for real people. Today is going to be a somber video as we're talking about movie theaters. And this channel is technology based, video games, movies, and movie theaters is always that underlying love that so many of us have. Even though streaming has taken things to another level, physical media will always be so close to my heart, and that has always started in the movie theater. It's always started in going to a theater and sitting with your loved ones, your friends, your girlfriends, your partner, your boyfriends, whatever, and saying, this is awesome. And having that experience you could never get at home. And even in the last number of years, as home theater is really between these large displays and projectors, sitting in a movie theater was still second to none. And being able to say to yourself, I cannot wait to get this home. But I experienced it first in the theater. And the last number of years, they've changed them to the stadium seating, where it's singular, they recline. They're trying to make things more luxurious. And why I bring this up today is at the end of 2020 has been an absolute nightmare year. For the obvious reasons. But once you get past the ultimate loss of life, loss of financial wealth for people, their jobs, their homes, it's these little things that catch you off guard. And so I dropped my kids off at school today, and I've shown pictures of these two theaters in another video. And as I'm sitting in between them, this is where I am in a parking lot now. You can hear jackhammers as they're tearing down one, and the other one is boarded up. And these two theaters, I'm in Connecticut. This is the Bridgeport Theater and then the Fairfield Cinema. They were always right next to each other. I mean, they literally, that one's across the way, being torn down as we speak. The amount of, so going back to these two theaters being next to each other, a lot of theaters in a lot of areas were close to each other, some owned by the same company. And I know that this area, it's two different towns, it's Fairfield and it's Bridgeport. They were deciding on which to keep open before what happened with the world flipping upside down. And they were applying for their liquor licenses. The idea was to turn them into the stadium seating. Nearby Westport has done that, and now they're both closed. And the one that was going to stay open is being torn down as we speak. I'm going to park and I'll walk around the building and show you together. The Fairfield Cinema, which is here, we're going to drive around. I'll flip the camera the other way. You'll see that the parking lot, and I always feel this way with malls, the parking lot is immense. And there was a time when every single lot was full. Every parking spot was full. And I know we go through that with malls, and you see where malls, their extended parking lots are overgrown. That's always broken my heart. Seeing old factories, it's fascinating, these videos, these dead mall videos and things like that. But there is a sadness there, because there's a loss of career, there's a loss of people's finances. And for me, it's the memories. I've seen films in these theaters with my best friends, some that are no longer here. My uncle, who is one of my best friends, Robert, who introduced me to Star Wars and those things when we were little. We've seen movies in these theaters. There's one in Fairfield where it's gone. I saw Aliens there. Recently, probably here, I saw, Brightburn, Quiet Place, some of the Marvel movies with my kids. And those memories, these buildings that we've all been in, it's sad. And again, after this year, which has been an absolute nightmare on every level, and I'm not making light of that. I've had loss myself in my own community and sickness in my own family, but it's these little things on the side that catch you off guard. These little things when you're just driving back and you've parked here several times, and I know they were dying anyway, I get that, but when they're being torn down, I don't know what's worse, is looking at an empty, spooky building and thinking about what was, or seeing it completely flattened. It's sad. Streaming, all that stuff's fine. Even at home, there's something about the theater. Something to do with your family, your friends, dates. How many dates did you have back in the day when you take your girlfriend or whatever? Let's go to a movie. There's no movies being released due to what's happening, but seeing this thing torn down, and even being a home theater nut, in your mind you're always like, damn, I wish I had those speakers. I wish I had that screen. And you realize, it probably ended up in a dumpster. It's awful. Now, am I being dramatic? Absolutely. It's a tech therapy channel. We talk about technology, but film, gaming, home theater, these are our escapes from life, from tough life. We've all had tough lives. And movies, and this is one of the places you were able to escape that. I like to see movies by myself. And it's there's something I want to capture as I'm talking to you. You hear a jackhammer in the background, just crushing what we all love. Something very ironic about it. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you what is left. And I don't know, it's just it's gone. And yes, it was dying anyway. Like so many things this year, we're holding on. Our retailers, our stores, they were holding on, and then this happened. A lot of restaurants, people that we know in community that have been. Theaters were one of those things that were kind of clinging, and like I said before, repurposing. Hey, let's put in these like sofa things, and let's do a bar, and let's do, and I know one of these, I think the Bridgeport one, the one that's being torn down right now, was doing that. They had their liquor license, and that's my history. And my kids are little still. They're 9 and 12 at the time of this video in 2020. It's been their history since they were little. Which one of their Pixar movies or Disney movies did we come see here? Sad. All right, well, I'll flip it around and I'll show you what it looks like. And just wanted to give just my thoughts on it and send my my sadness on it. It's been a terrible year. I hope you guys are okay. Due to YouTube, I can't really say certain keywords. What is not interested, you don't need to say them anyway. We know what's happening out there, and things are going to shut down again. Many of you are losing your jobs, family members, but this is a tech channel and life channel, and this part of it actually hit me driving by. So I wanted to share that with you guys, and I'll just hit it home by showing you what I'm seeing. So here we are at Fairfield Cinema. All boarded up. There's the parking garage, and there's the windows up there. Now this theater has been boarded up for a while. Actually, it wasn't boarded up, but again, it was going to reopen. And many of us in home theater, land love that. We always have these doors where you pop out and you can't get back in. So you got those, and then right across the way is the Bridgeport Cinemas. Now, those of you that know, Bridgeport was once a metropolis. But to have a movie theater or something that, you should always have. In downtown, they actually have a classic theater from back in the day. But what separated was this little river and then the theater. And, there's your parking garage, and there's the remnants of the theater. I'll pull around. I'll show that to you guys. The parking garage here. There's nobody here. I might as well just walk through. The gas is still on. The size of this parking lot. It was always real low. And this was the inside entrance over here. And what you would do is you'd go in this side, and then you would catch the 2 escalators that went up, and then you would see what was coming soon. And I remember even that, being excited about going in here, going up the escalator, and seeing the coming soon kind of posters that were on each escalator. And I'm not exaggerating, being here, especially during some of the Star Wars films, doing some midnight releases, Lord of the Rings. There were cars in all these spots. Of course, somebody just dumps their crap here, but I mean, it's massive. But think, back in the day, you have 7 movies running at the same time. then across the street, which we'll pull over there and just take a look at it. But I had to capture it, as it's not going to just be sitting here empty. It's going to go. And you'd love to say they're going to put some boring office building here, but who needs office buildings right now? That's what's making this so bizarre. Now we're back in the car. And this is where we just were, in this parking garage. But just to show you, clearance 6'1". You're like, oh, wait a minute, I'm 6'3". But you know, seeing just how massive this parking garage was, or is, I should say, and all the lights. And I remember having a park far away. My own windshield, Jesus. It's probably by having a Jeep. The top is always off. Even when I look at old factories, all this random, stuff that's just left. Kind of AC ducts. Like fossils, they're just left. But again, in its prime, I remember having to park all the way back here and being like, Jesus, that's a far walk. And even that looks spooky. Door open. That's where I was just walking over there before. Just sucks, man. Just sucks. Who would ever build something like this again? I know this is just a parking lot. Yeah, this is where I just was showing you the entrance. Where all these spots used to be filled. Two entrances there. Different theater doors. I'm sure that's some great guy walking in there randomly. Maybe shooting a video like me. We got some homeless back here. Sucks, man. I think right in front there's a there's the other theater. You can see the back of it there. Like Chernobyl over here. And that, even at the light, as I'm about to drive through it, there was the former sign. It was right there. You can see it. The showcase sign. Yeah, if you can see it, you can see the imprint on it. They just tore it out. Showcase Cinemas. See the Coke logo. And there's the other theater across the way. And there it is. we'll walk across. We'll actually drive across the other side, but you know, it's amazing too that something that you've been in can, after it's been cleaned, obviously, just be reduced to a bunch of cinder blocks. People just walking around it, working. Yeah, work was looking at me by being part of the health department or something. Driving through here. There it is. Even the parking lot's going across the way. There's the parking lot here. I'll pull in here, even though I shouldn't. See all the construction being done. This theater wasn't as big. But again, at upper level, there's many days parked here. You know, going to see movies, even recently with the kids. Here's the theater I was just showing you guys. And there's the building. It's like freaking Chernobyl. Again, that's the window I was just showing you guys from the other side. I found the jackhammer guy. There it is. Definitely shouldn't be here. Set of Fairfield Cinemas across the way. Again, man, waiting for movies and looking out that window. There's a lounge right there. That's where you'd line up. And I know this is a boring video for you guys, and does mean something to me. Because why not torture myself, right? Let's parking garage. And this theater connected. And I do have some footage I'll put in between that'll show, you know, when they first started doing this, how different it looks. That whole lobby was right there where that dumpster is. You know, again, think about those memories, man. And yeah, that was one of the theaters there that was closed out, you know. funny is like walking by this door here, you're like, oh, I'm gonna see something. Nothing to see. And actually where that wall is right there is where the sign would tell you what films were here. Sucks. So in closing, all I can say is thank you for the memories and goodbye, my love. Take care.